never sleeps. This week it went absolutely wild. Seriously, I've been scrolling for days. My mind is completely blown by what you guys have been up to. Turning yourself into a literal work of art with a tap on your phone, pranking your family so hard they question reality. It's been an insane 7 days, pure, unfiltered internet chaos, and honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. Creativity, humor, sheer absurdity. It's like the entire world decided to throw a massive online party and we're all invited. I've spent the last 48 hours digging through thousands of videos, memes, and challenges to find the absolute best of the best for you guys. We've got pranks, we've got challenges, we've got pets in tiny little outfits. What more could you ask for? These are the moments that made us laugh, made us cringe, and made us hit that share button faster than you can say viral. So, get ready because we're about to count down the most unbelievable trends that defined the internet this week. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss a single second of this absolute madness. Buckle up, grab your popcorn, maybe take some notes if you're feeling brave enough to try one of these yourself. The biggest. Let's dive into the top 5 insane trends that took over the internet this week. Kicking things off at number 5, we have the trend that turned everyone, and I mean everyone, into a digital masterpiece. The AI-generated selfie challenge. If you opened any social media app this week, you were probably flooded with these things. It was an absolute digital art gallery apocalypse. Your favorite celebrities, your classmates, your boss, even your grandma were all posting these mind-blowing, hyper-realistic portraits of themselves. 1 minute you're looking at a normal selfie, and the next, bam, they're a Renaissance painting a comic book superhero, a character straight out of a fantasy movie. The technology behind this is just insane, creating images that look so real it's almost scary. The hashtag AI filter exploded, racking up billions of views in just a couple of days. It was a tidal wave of digital creativity that no one could escape. People weren't just using the basic filters, they were getting incredibly creative, matching their AI portraits to famous movie posters, historical paintings, creating side-by-side comparisons that were just uncanny. Some of these were so good you could hang them in a museum. It was this perfect storm of vanity and technology, and the internet was absolutely here for it. What made this trend so massive was its accessibility. Coming in hot at number 4 is the Invisible Prank Challenge, a prank so simple yet brilliantly effective. You grab a blanket stand in front of a friend or family member, do a little magic trick gesture, drop the blanket and run, hiding somewhere in the room. Your partner must pretend you turned invisible, act shocked and amazed, look around, and talk to the empty air. The goal? Capture pure confusion on everyone's faces. Kids absolutely losing their minds, staring at the empty space friends poking the air. Grandparents sitting in complete bewilderment, questioning everything they know about physics. The commitment from the actors sold it. Oscar-worthy. This trend spread like wildfire. It's perfect, zero budget, minimal setup, guaranteed laughs. All you need, a blanket, a co-conspirator, and unsuspecting victim. The big reveal. Jump out from hiding explosions of laughter, screaming pure relief. A wholesome, hilarious trend that brought people together. Sometimes the simplest ideas are the most entertaining. Alright, for our number 3 spot, we're taking things to the corporate world, or at least the virtual version of it. Get ready for flash mob Zoom calls. Yes, you heard that right. Just when you thought your 10th Zoom meeting of the day couldn't get any more soul-crushing, imagine hundreds of strangers suddenly crashing your call to perform a perfectly choreographed dance routine. That's exactly what happened this week. Organized groups, sometimes with hundreds of participants, would get a link to a random, unprotected Zoom call. Like a college lecture or a company status update, and at a designated time, they'd all join at once. The chaos was beautiful. 1 second, a manager named Susan is talking about quarterly earnings, and the next, her screen is a mosaic of 100 people doing the Macarena in perfect unison. The looks of sheer confusion, annoyance, and eventual amusement on the faces of the original meeting participants were absolutely golden. Some people would try to kick the flash mob out, but for every person they removed, 2 more would join. It was an unstoppable wave of coordinated fun, invading the most mundane corners of the internet. The organizers were like digital puppet masters, conducting a symphony of delightful disruption. This trend wasn't just about causing chaos, it was a bizarre form of performance art. The groups would have themes. One day it might be everyone dressed as pirates, the next, it's a full-on disco party. It's the kind of organized chaos that the internet was made for. Now, hold on to your hats. Trend number 2 is easily the cutest and most fabulous thing to grace the internet this week. online pet fashion shows. People have always loved dressing up their pets, but this week it was elevated to a whole new level of high fashion. We're not just talking about a cute little sweater, we're talking about full-on, custom-made, runway-ready outfits. Cats in tiny tuxedos, dogs in elaborate ball gowns, guinea pigs in little superhero capes, you name it, a pet was wearing it. The hashtag #HashPetGala was trending worldwide, and it was glorious. The creativity was off the charts. Pet owners became professional designers and stylists overnight. Furry friends, scaly friends, feathery friends. People built tiny runways in their living rooms and filmed their pets strutting their stuff to dramatic music. There were themed competitions like movie characters met gala recreations, and the results were both hilarious and genuinely impressive. A corgi dressed as Queen Elizabeth, a parrot with a tiny pirate hat and eye patch, a bearded dragon in a custom-made wedding dress. Yes, yes, and absolutely yes. This wasn't just about cute animals and clothes, it was about celebrating our pets and showcasing the incredible bond we have with them. It was a global competition of pure joy. This trend was a reminder that sometimes the best thing on the internet is just a cat wearing a ridiculously tiny hat. And finally, the #1 most insane trend that took over the internet this week is something I like to call speedrunning everyday tasks. This is where the internet's obsession with gaming culture collided with the absolute boredom of daily chores. The challenge was simple. Pick a mundane task and complete it as fast as humanly possible, filming the entire attempt. We're talking about competitive laundry folding world record attempts for making a cup of coffee, championship level bed making. People were turning the most boring parts of their day into an extreme sport. It was unexpectedly epic. The videos were frantic, chaotic, and utterly hilarious. You'd see someone fold a t-shirt in under 3 seconds using a bizarre, almost violent technique they perfected over hundreds of tries. Or you'd watch someone assemble a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with the speed and precision of a pit crew. They would post their times with official-looking graphics and leaderboards and challenge others to beat their record. Hashtags like #ChoreChallenge and #SpeedRunIRL exploded with these displays of unnecessary efficiency. This trend was the perfect embodiment of internet humor. It takes something we all do, a little boring, and injects ridiculous, high-stakes drama and competition. It's relatable, it's funny, and it makes you look at your own routine and think, could I do that faster? And that's a wrap! 5 of the most insane, hilarious, and creative trends that absolutely dominated the internet this week. It's been a wild ride. The internet truly is the weirdest and most wonderful place, and you guys are the ones who make it that way. Now I have to ask you guys, which one of these trends was your favorite? Go down to the comments right now and tell me which trend you tried or which one you are now tempted to try after watching this video. If you had fun, make sure to destroy that like button and hit the bell for more wild internet moments every week.